Welcome to our Chaotic Good Improv's comedy one-shot Thursday night short-form improv show. Man, right out of the gate, already blundered. It means it's gonna be a good show here tonight, it's always fun. So yeah, welcome. Thank you guys. I believe we are 90% done with our beta. So we're gonna be, I think next week we might be rolling out our official channel, so you guys can all subscribe and follow us and get all the goodness that's gonna be coming out of Chaotic Good Improv. There's gonna be a lot of goodness, lots of shows. But anyway, tonight it's not about that. Tonight it's about some short-form improv comedy. And I've got a fantastic cast and cadre of actors here that are going to be performing for you guys for your chuckles at home. My name is Chris, and I'd like to introduce the rest of our cast here tonight. We've got Katie.
Woo!
We've got Ty. We've got Melanie.
Yay!
We've got Jack.
Yay!
And last but certainly not least, we've got Patrick. And the man behind the magic making all of this possible, our Hostmaster General, Chad.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Any words you'd like to say before we get started there, Chad?
Yes, Sasquatch is a very fun word to say, and I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to say it. But more importantly, I would like to thank some of the folks who have already started following our channel. And since last we all met with everyone, we have had RM Little, BHat73, Cortical, and Crazy Ninja Chris. Thank you all for following our channel. Folks, as we're getting settled in tonight, please make sure that you let your friends, family, and random acquaintances know that we are doing this channel, and we are bringing the funny directly to you through Twitch. So let them know, and be sure to follow us on Twitch, because that lets Twitch know that we're something you want to see, and that keeps us moving and keeps us going and being funny. So thank you so much for that. Chris, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Chad. And you were right when you said frats. Let your frats know that we are on Twitch. That's school's starting up soon, and if fraternities are still a thing, share our show with them too. You know, in between the beer pong and the hazing, I'm sure they would enjoy our show. All right, so we're gonna start off this show with an improv staple, A to Z, the alphabet game. This game is gonna be for Patrick and Jack. So what we're going to need from the audience, I guess I completely forgot to intro this part. Tonight during the show, we're going to need suggestions from you guys throughout the show. So when any of us is introducing the game, we're going to ask for some suggestions. Feel free to type them in the chat. Chad will be monitoring that chat. He'll look at the suggestions, let us know. We're focusing on our Zoom screen, so we don't see any of the what's going on the Twitch channel or the Facebook or the YouTube Live, whatever we're being streamed on. I don't know. I just work here. So now for our first game, alphabet game, what I'm going to need from the audience, I'm going to need any letter of the alphabet. And I'm going to need, as a suggestion, an argument a really stupid argument that two good friends or maybe roommates might have. Just some dumb, mundane argument that tends to get, might get out of control, whatever. Just that's a suggestion. So the way this game is going to go, the A to Z, Patrick and Jack they'll be doing a scene, but the constraints that they're going to have on this scene is that each person must begin their sentences with the next sequential letter of the alphabet. So if Patrick were to begin something he's saying with the letter A, Jack's retort must begin with the letter B, and so on and so forth. But we're not going to begin with the letter A. That's a little too easy. That is why I asked for any letter of the alphabet. Chad, what letter of the alphabet will we be starting with?
All right, looks like we're starting with H.
H. So this scene will begin with the letter H and will end with the letter H. So they're going to start with H, they're going to go to Z, wrap back around to A, and then end with H. And what is their suggestion? What is this suggestion for the scene, the argument?
The argument is, who's taller?
All right. So this scene will have something to do with height or arguing about, or if they're lying down, maybe length. That sounds weird, I think. So the scene was, sorry, I was trying to make a joke and it backfired. Man, I'm batting 100 tonight, aren't I?
Oh,
all right, so
right.
the scene has something to do with arguing about height. This is alphabet game, beginning with letter H, ending with letter H in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, Jared. Hey, I'm throwing out some clothes. Got some old jeans that don't fit me anymore. Do you think you want them?
I could take a look, maybe see if they fit me. I mean, my legs are a bit longer.
Jared, I wear a size 31 inseam. My legs are way longer than yours. I mean, come on, man.
Okay. You want to play it like that? Fine, fine. No, well, I have a size 13 shoe.
Let's just settle down here, because when I drive my car, I have my seat all the way back.
Man, all right, fine. You're pulling out the big guns. Well, didn't want to have to do this to you, but I drive a Kia Soul. Not really compensating for anything.
No way you can fit into a Kia Soul. You're like way too big for that car, right?
Oh, yeah. Way too big.
Please. There's no way that you can fit your legs into a Kia Soul like you can't even fit in the door.
Quit trying to convince yourself it's possible. Mine, I crunch on in, and I just drive like this. But I fit. Oh yeah, I fit.
Really? I mean, like, why wouldn't you just get a bigger car? That sounds so terrible.
Southern taxes, am I right?
That's true. You got that right, buddy.
Understand this. Limbog Toyota down on 59th has the worst taxes we've ever seen. Plus, they don't even sell Kia Souls.
Victory is hard to attain in a Kia Soul. That's why I drive a Toyota. You know, because it fits my very, very tall, lanky frame.
Wow, we're still on this. Okay. I guess we can still be... I thought the argument was done after I've properly announced I cannot fit in my car.
X-ray evidence has concluded conclusively that I am in the 99th percentile of well, it was 99th, it was 98th now, but 98th percentile of height.
You're still using X-ray technology? Okay, all right, buddy. Clearly, somebody's not tall enough to use Z-ray technology.
Z-ray technology, is that even a thing?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Balderdash, you're making that up. You know that I'm taller, bro. Come on, man.
Calm down, okay? I just didn't want, I have a girl over, okay? And I don't want her to know because she's been I wore stilts on the date. It was a whole thing. So if you could just calm down a little bit.
Dude, say no more. I got you. Hey, yeah, Jared, I can measure you. Why don't you lay down?
Everybody knows you're taller when you lay down. You just measures length.
For sure. Otherwise, you're talking about height and width, and it's crazy. Dimensions are crazy.
Greg, I knew I should have roomed with an architect like you.
How can we ever find better roommates than each other?
And scene. Oh man, I knew I created a monster when I didn't know it was going to be that horrible of a monster. That was good. That was brilliant. And Limbog Toyota was probably my favorite sponsor that we've just lost now. So that's good. All right. Let's see here. That was a good job. Next game is going to be for Ty and Katy. And what I'm going to need for this is I'm going to need someone's zodiac sign, someone's horoscope, and I'm going to read that horoscope, and that will be the suggestion for the scene. So let me go ahead and get this up. I have now bookmarked it after 2 weeks ago. The horrendous misspelling of the word horoscope brought me to an awkward site that I was unable to unsee. I have been in therapy now, and I think I'm over it. So what's going to happen? They're going to get it's just going to be a scene. They're going to get this. We're going to get this zodiac sign. I'll read you your horoscope live on Twitch, and they're going to use various themes or suggestions from that horoscope to fashion their scene. Chad, do we have someone's zodiac sign that would like to hear their horoscope today? And I hope it's not that weird 13th one, because that's not on my zodiac sign currently.
Yeah, actually, someone did mention that there was a new sign in the comments, but we're going to go with Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. This will be a first. We've never read a Sagittarius on our show.
Yeah.
All right. So a happy early birthday somewhere between November 22nd and December 21st, Sagittarius. All right. So here is your horoscope, Sagittarius, for July 16th, 2020. This kind of strange day doesn't occur often, Sagittarius. You no longer seem to know what you want, work or time off. Redecorate your house or live in a beach shack. You're unsure. It's hard to communicate because you feel it's pointless to try and explain your point of view, especially when you don't know what it is. The best thing to do may be to unplug from your usual activities and go for a walk. This confusion will pass. All right. That was quite the journey just reading the horoscope. I enjoyed that. So that is the suggestion for this scene. This is Horoscope with Ty and Katy, beginning in 3, 2, and 1.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know where we are right now.
Well, Jeff, I don't know where we are either.
I just woke up, and nothing looks familiar anymore.
Well, we were on our way to that beach shack.
That's true. That's true. And then we picked up that hitchhiker who said he knew the way to the beach shack. Even though we had Google Maps, why did we pick him up?
I don't know. I think we made a mistake, but I'm not certain on that.
Okay, maybe we should unplug our phones. Okay, we should just like rip out the batteries in the SIM cards and just snap the SIM cards. Because what if he's tracking us? What if he's locked us in here, but then he's still tracking us just in case we leave?
We're gonna go off grid.
We gotta go off grid.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking.
I'm so nervous. I have an Apple Watch. I don't even know how to get the SIM card out of that. Do they have SIM cards? I don't know.
Oh. Okay. I think what you gotta do is just we gotta throw it into the woods and then run the opposite way.
Oh, so he'll think that we're just chilling in the woods. I like this idea. Okay, I got my Apple Watch. I'll just open the window. Gah.
Oh,
that was one.
That was such a good throw.
Oh, thanks you. I've been, my Apple Watch actually helps me work out.
Oh, yeah.
It tracks my throws.
Yeah, I noticed. You've been looking good lately.
Yeah. It's kind of unsure. We put in those like carnival mirrors, and so I really don't know what I look like anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I think you look okay, probably.
Thanks. That's about as confident as I expected.
Yeah. Things just feel kind of weird lately, you know?
I don't want to presume, but do you think, should we let him get us?
Oh.
Like, our lives have been like boring to this point. Maybe if we let him come and find us, it'll add some adventure to our lives finally.
Oh, I like where you're going. Yeah, being chased by some murdery guy.
Yeah, probably we would be so certain that he'd be trying to kill us. We'd be certain.
But can we ever really be certain? Like, he may just be super friendly and aggressive about hugging people. We don't know.
Okay. Oh, I got you. I know. I understand. There's no certainty to life at all, is what you're trying to. Wait, is the only certainty that there is uncertainty?
Oh my. Oh, okay. I can't. That's a lot. Oh my God. Jeff.
I would ask Siri, but I threw my Apple Watch out the window.
Oh my God. You're so, Jeff. I think we just have to go with the original plan.
Okay. Wait, what was the original plan? I'm so confused.
Oh my God, I think we were gonna run because we threw away your watch.
Yes. Okay, cool. So we're gonna run, even though my watch is not gonna track my running. So I'm gonna lose that information, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna run.
It's probably pointless to even exercise at this point. Like,
that's true. So should we just walk?
Or we could just call an Uber.
I threw my Apple Watch out the window. That's the
scene. Nice. Oh man, that was fun. Yeah, you should ask Siri. She would know. Oh man. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this going to be me? Is this me? Is this you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. That's what I kind of figured. All right, so what we're going to need from the audience, we're going to need several suggestions for this game. This is a game we like to call Switch. So I'm going to need maybe some household appliances or some occupations or some locations, stuff like that, or just some relationships, just pretty much anything you can think of that could be a suggestion. We're going to need 4 of them. So go ahead and start typing them in the chat. Now, how this is going to happen, as you can see, we have 4 actors here. They are in a box kind of style, or maybe not. I don't actually really know what it looks like. Anyway, you're only going to see 1 scene at a time, but there's 4 scenes total. It's kind of impressive if you think about it. What's going to happen is I'm going to be in control. I'm going to be able to switch the scene that you're going to be able to see. I'm just going to keep rotating it throughout, and we're going to see all 4 scenes in various different methods and ways. It doesn't really matter. At this point, I'm just trying to waste time until we get our 4 suggestions, and then I'm just going to show you. All right, so Chad, do we have our 4 suggestions?
Yes, we do, and I can confirm it looks like a box.
Good. Okay, good. I tried to pull it up on my phone, and my phone is out the window, apparently. It does not want to work. So I can't see it.
You are the most method person on the team. Let's see here. We have a suggestion for an ice cream maker.
An ice cream maker. Good. So Chris and Jack, is that our first grouping? Chris and Jack is the ice cream maker. That's their suggestion.
Next, we have a suggestion for literal magic.
Literal magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is Jack and Melanie. Is that correct? Yes. Good. Okay.
All right. The next is a citronella candle.
Citronella candle.
Good luck.
Okay.
Ty.
I don't know how I did. I don't know. The red squiggly lines did not come up, so I'm assuming I typed it in right. So that one is for Melanie and Patrick, and we need one last one for Patrick and Chris.
A king.
Oh, just a king. Good, a king. So we're gonna go through this one more time. So we have Chris and Jack. They are the ice cream maker. Jack and Melanie are literal magic together. They're literal magic together. And we have Melanie and Patrick, who are the citronella candle, and Patrick and Chris, who are the king. All right, cool. So how this is going to work, I'm going to just be switching them out by saying the suggestion to go to that different scene, and I'm just going to keep switching them around until we have enough enjoyment for one game. So this is Switch in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the land of ice cream. What would you like, little boy?
Lots of ice cream flavors. I was thinking I could try one first. Perhaps
You
vanilla?
must... Vanilla, yes, I can create and make the best vanilla ice cream that you've ever had, you've ever sunk your teeth into. It's a chunky vanilla ice cream.
What's what? Is there some chunks in there?
It will have chunks. I make everything from scratch, so it's not blended with, doesn't have any preservatives or additives. But what I need you to do, little boy, is I need you to go into my backyard. There, I've got fresh vanilla plants. Pluck the most delectable, delicious vanilla beans you would like for me to make the ice cream with.
Yeah, that sounds easy enough. It seems a little predatory, but I'm okay.
Literal magic.
Mr. Magnifico,
Yes,
these knives are so sharp.
that's right. And if with a low
Price of $89 over the shipment of 3 months, you could have your own literal magic knives.
Are they retractable? They look like they actually would stab.
Oh, they do quite well. They can cut through copper penny. Here, look. Sink! Just like that, they could all be yours. And basically, even if you're interested, you could sell these knives to other people. And then when they sell knives, you would actually get profits as well. It's literal magic.
It's like a pyramid. You know,
We don't use that language.
Citronella candle.
So, Mrs. Nelson, I think the open house is going to go so great. We are going to get your house on the market in a couple of weeks. I do have a bit of a concern, though. There are a lot of mosquitoes in this area, and I'm getting torn up here. What's the deal?
I think They're actually harmless unless you're allergic, and very few people are actually allergic to them. I mean, people are very confused about mosquitoes. They're really, God,
Well,
they're not a problem.
Miss Nelson, I don't know if there's an allergy to malaria, but it seems like a lot of people have caught it that have come and seen the house. I think. No.
That could be the asbestos or any other things. It's not the mosquitoes. Listen. I'm a scientist. Okay, I have a beautiful display in my backyard of mosquitoes that I'm growing.
Yes. I had actually a couple of questions as well. You mentioned the asbestos. Has this house been tested for lead paint?
I'm sorry. My hearing's a little bad.
Yeah. I think there's a smell in here. Was that the cigarette smoke?
It's my perfume. It's called Citronella.
King.
I've brought your tea, my lord.
Oh, thank you, Quimsby. Oh, Quimsby, this is just. Did you brew the tea with the bag in the water, or did you brew the water and then dunk the tea in?
My lord, I've been brewing this tea for monarchs and dukes and viscounts and marquises and princes and princesses for over 75 years, and I've brewed it the same way every single time, my lord. That is how your father did it, your grandfather did it, and I'm sure other fathers that were grand did it as well.
Yes, it's just this tea has a bit of a different taste today. Has the honey changed? Has anything changed at all?
Yes, my lord. I've been noticing that your breeches were fitting a little snugly. I have used a sugar substitute, my lord, in your tea.
Literal magic.
Mr. Magnifico, I am returning these. I have lost 2 assistants in my big show in Vegas to death.
Or so you think.
There was a lot of blood.
Well, that's a lawsuit.
Would you like me to...
Have you returned with your vanilla beans, boy?
Oh, vanilla beans, sir. I started a TV show. I don't.
The vanilla beans, I have now completed the ice cream you've desired. Taste, little boy, taste.
I'm kind of regretting coming into the shop. You didn't even give me a bowl or a spoon.
No. I wanted you to eat it fresh out of the carafe that I used to mix your ice cream, straight into the palm of your hands, boy.
Okay, kind of quirky. I like it.
We do not taint the flavor of our ice cream with the waffle of a cone or the plastic of a cup.
King.
So that's good stuff. I think you got to give Ben and Jerry's a run for their money.
King.
Quimsby, I don't like you commenting on my weight. You know that I keep a very, very rigorous exercise regimen. Just the other day, I selected the most noble knight to be my champion in the joust tournament. I got plenty of exercise that day.
Yes, my lord. That's not quite how exercise functions. You don't just transfer calories via osmosis through the air. You must be your own exercising, my lord. Which is also
no, Quimsby, that cannot be correct. Someone challenges me to a duel. A knight comes along and they volunteer as my champion, and they live or die. But that makes me undefeated so far in combat.
Yes, but your throne will disagree, my lord. We've begun to chip at the gold leafing underneath thine pillow.
Citronella candle.
See? They don't touch us.
Well, you know,
It's my cologne.
The mosquitoes are gone, but that really kind of masks the cigarette smell in the home.
Exactly.
But I just feel like there are a lot of concerns with this home still to be dealt with. We're going to need to re-wall the entire home with all that lead paint you got in there.
No, we don't. I will show you. If you cover yourself with my citronella and join me in the yard, it's beautiful.
Very, very pungent. I'll follow you to the yard, though.
Look, they don't touch us. And if everyone that you show this house, they cover themselves with the citronella, they won't even look inside the house. They will see the gorgeous yard and my beautiful array of mosquito and larvae. Look at it, gorgeous.
They are growing quite strongly. They don't usually grow in this climate.
Isn't it
Literal
Florida.
magic.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I, Mr. Magnifico, did not kill those people. The prosecution will have you believe that I've made them disappear. That's exactly what I've done. The defense rests.
Your Honor, he sold me knives that literally killed people. And all I was trying to do was hit the balloons, and I accidentally hit them, and they died. And it's his fault because he sold me literal knives.
Magnifico!
And scene.
Nicely done. Oh, I love how in the world of literal magic, you must defend yourself in court. There are no lawyers.
No.
Oh, nice. All right, so our next game is going to be for Katie and Melanie, but we're going to have Jack and Ty helping out with this because we're going to play a game of pillars. What do we need as a suggestion would be some object of value. This would be maybe something that someone just likes to hoard or collect, or maybe it's something that you got was handed down from an inheritance, or something that would be exhibited at a museum. Doesn't matter, just any object of value. And we'll be playing a game called Pillars. So Katie and Melanie will be performing the scene, but throughout different points in time, they're going to hesitate. They're not going to be able to think of a word to say. So they're going to raise their hand. And when they do raise their hand, their respective pillar will just shout out the first word that comes to their head. That will then be the next word out of that individual's mouth. And I believe we're going to have Jack will be Katie's pillar, and Ty will be Melanie's pillar. So Chad, do we have a suggestion of some object of value that we can use as a guide for this scene?
We have a suggestion for a vintage car.
Vintage car. All right, so this scene will have something to do with a vintage car. This is Pillars with Melanie, Katie, and Ty and Jack as the pillars in 3, 2, and 1.
It's a sexy beast, isn't it?
Yeah, I gotta say, I think you're gonna see some action with this car.
Oh, I'm going to see some action. When I grew up, I used to love sitting around and watch my daddy watch the TV, and on the TV were cars going around in circles, and I thought someday I'm going to do that.
Well, I am glad that you are finally living your dream.
Oh, hell yeah. You want to get in it?
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, I would love that.
You ever ridden a monster like this?
Oh, I think that would be fun. I forgot that I have my
Honey mustard
back at home, and I need to take it in case I got a snack.
No, you're not bringing no food in my monster. I'm sorry. You can go 10 minutes without eating your honey mustard. Now get your ass in the car because I'm going to take you for a ride. Let me just go grab the
Great Dane.
Great Dane, because you know what? He's my directional dog. I don't see too well, but Danes, man, they just... So, come on.
I see how it is here. You can have your directional assistant Great Dane, but who cares about my blood sugar and the honey mustard needs that I have?
Listen, honey, if you want to go get a dollop of that shit right now before we get in the car, that is fine. But if you bring that in my car, my Great Dane's going to lick it up, and then he can't see. And then I'll have to...
Sunglasses
on the dog, and then, so she doesn't eat your mustard, and then she loses that serious amount of vision that I need.
Okay. I see what you're saying. It's just, sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me, and I feel like you just think I'm just a
Slappy Pappy.
slappy pappy that just, you can just beat up and just ignore my feelings, and that's not what this is, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to slappy pappy you. I have a history of doing that in relationships, and I'm not going to slap you or pap you. Now, I'm going to get you a
Pokemon card.
Pokemon card. And when you get in this car, I want you to hold that card, and we are going to find that Pokemon. Great Dane can sniff it out.
Oh my gosh. I have been trying to catch a Pikachu for months. He's going to be my new
Rewards card.
rewards card. When I show the guys I got a Pokemon, they're going to be so jealous.
I'm really trying not to slappy pappy you right now, but that was really annoying. Now, come on, get in the car. Check out this leather. Check out these leather seats. Now, you sweet pupper. Just don't mind the puppy. She's good. She's good. Now, listen to this engine. It just sounds like a
Saddle.
Sounds like a saddle on a horse, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, and I smell that nice leather smell. Ooh, honey, this is. Whew, I'm getting a little heated. I think I'm gonna.
Applebee's.
I need to go to Applebee's, because that's where you go when you're feeling like you want a sexy date, right?
No, well, I was hoping that after we take this for a spin, that the three of us could hit up Applebee's and grab some
Yo-yo.
yo-yo.
Ooh.
Maybe even some fro-yo.
Ooh, baby. I love now you're thinking about my blood sugar. We gotta make sure it doesn't get too low.
Honey, I've got my eye out for you. Don't you worry.
And seed. I want to know what yo-yo is. I'm going to find out. It's yogurt.
The Great Dane is going to eat it.
Yeah, I like how the Great Dane is so allergic to honey mustard it makes him go blind. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, for this next game, what we're going to do, we're going to skip and go to old job, new job. This is going to be for Patrick and Ty. I got that right? Old job, new job, Patrick and Ty. Now, what I need in the suggestions, I need just occupations. I need various occupations, because what we're going to do is we're going to select two of them, and hopefully they're going to be relatively different. And what's going to happen is, well, yeah, they wouldn't be the same. It would be weird. It'd be same job would be the name of the game. So what's going to happen is Ty, his character, is going to have one of these jobs was his previous career, his old job. And he's gotten a new job now. He shifted his career, but he kind of, some of the characteristics and the way he goes about his new job are still remaining from his old job. So he's got to kind of have this amalgam here of treating his new job like his old job. That's why we call it old job, new job. Chad, are we getting any suggestions in of occupations that we can choose for Ty? How about his previous occupation, or just give me any occupations? You know what? Why don't I just keep talking and making no sense whatsoever?
I would just like to remind the chat before I make my decision that Slappy Pappy is not an occupation. Okay, this is actually, this is happening right
Thank
now.
you, Chad.
Yeah.
Well, not when you would
occupation.
choose. Not when you would choose. You just sort of fall into it.
Okay, so we have a previous occupation of a grocery clerk.
Okay, so we've got grocery clerk as one. Okay. Yep.
And ER doctor is current occupation.
All right, so actually, yeah, that's fine. Well, so he went from a grocery store clerk or a bagger or whatever that was, some work at a grocery store. He used to work at a grocery store, but now he's moved up in the world. He's now an ER doctor. But some of the habits he's learned as a grocery store employee have transcended. So this game is, and Patrick's character is just going to be a character
mystery.
in the scene. The mystery. He's going to get to choose it on his own. It's a mystery character. So this is old knob.
Chris, you old knob.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe it's only Thursday. All right, so this is old job, new job, grocery store employee, and ER doctor with Ty and Patrick in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, hey, nurse, look, I did not expect it to be this busy tonight.
Yeah, we've got a lot of patients just out the door. We really got to take care of these patients quick,
Don't worry, I'm scanning them in as okay, next. Boop, next. Next.
That man had a complete tear of his ACL. You just scanned him and fixed him. He walked right out the door.
Well, so I'm scanning them into the system. All right. So I'm just making sure that I have they go in the right places. All right. So I got to make sure. And sometimes we have a symptom check that we got to do. Here's one. Excuse me, manager. We have a symptom check over here on aisle 2. Symptom check on aisle 2.
It seems like the head doctor's walking over here. He should be over here in just a few minutes.
Sir, just go wait over there. Don't check your symptoms. Make sure you're in the right place. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect it to be this bad. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. It might help you. Would you like to chew some gum, or would you like to read a magazine to calm down?
That might be nice. I know we usually have People stocked right there behind. Right there. Okay, let me grab a People magazine. Look, if you could do me a huge favor, if you could take the remaining patients and make sure the oldest patients are moved to the front, so we take care of the oldest ones first. The newest ones go to the back so they can ripen a little bit before we get to them.
Okay, we can do that. It's kind of a strange triage system. We don't typically work like that.
We usually. If we don't treat the old ones now, we just throw them out and nobody treats them.
You can't just throw out the people. I mean, that seems inhumane, doesn't it?
We have strict guidelines. If we don't treat them after a certain amount of time, we legally cannot treat them. All right, I've read all the rule books.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize the medical industry was so cutthroat. Usually I just expect the doctors to just kind of treat the patients and take the payment. You know how to process the payments, correct?
Well, of course. I just pop them on a scale and type in 38 cents per pound, and we just go for it.
Oh my gosh, is that why you've only been treating obese clients for the past patients for the last couple hours?
They get the most money.
I didn't realize we were running a per pound operation here. I would have never gotten my gastric bypass in that situation.
Don't worry. There are some. We have a clearance section. So patients can go to the clearance section and they can get clearance treatments. You know, like they're not your average treatments. There's some of them are just herbal treatments. Like you grind some grass down in a pestle and you just rub it in their wounds. So that's the clearance section. So we treat everyone.
Is the clearance section over there where all those blue lights are?
Yes. We try to make it the darkest areas possible, so people really don't know what they're getting treated with.
Yeah, it seems kind of dark and dingy over there. Kind of a smell.
Yeah, people just don't feel good when they go over there. It's not great. It's not a great place.
Well, if they don't feel good when they go over there, why don't you just treat them and make them feel better?
Well, because they're damaged usually, or we can't treat them. It's one of those things. Either we can't treat them or they're damaged in some way, and so we have to put them over there. And hope that maybe someone will treat them.
It's a clearance section. I was like, yeah, we just have random organs. Just go ahead and choose which one you want.
No, you threw me off when you said you stock people. I was like, people, magazine.
Oh, that's what I thought
people,
too,
magazine. Okay, yeah, got you. Okay, yeah.
Stock people. I thought he meant that too. I was like, what? Oh, that's funny. All right. That was good. That's I hope that's very far from true. All right. So the next game we're going to be doing, this is for Melanie and Jack. And what we're going to need from the audience is we're going to need a lot of different genres of movies, television, and theater. And we're going to be using those in this next game. And while those are coming in, Chad, why don't you scroll back a little bit and look at maybe a previous suggestion that we can use for this game so the audience can focus on typing in genres for this. Because the game we're going to play next is Seen Three Ways. What Melanie and Jack are going to do is they're going to take a suggestion that Chad is looking at. They're going to use that to create a short scene, 60 seconds. And then we're going to take 3 of the genres you've given us, and they're going to redo that scene 3 different ways with the 3 different genres that you guys have provided for us. Any genre you guys want to see? Had to hold that one in. So Chad, do we have? I'm gonna stop drinking carbonated beverages when I come on the show. Chad, do we have a suggestion for their scene? I'm falling apart. I need to go to the grocer doctor is what I need to do. Not grocer like he's gross, but he worked at a grocery store. Okay, I'll stop talking. Chad, do we have a suggestion for the scene?
We had one. I lost it and I found it just now. Good stall. A water park lifeguard.
Okay, so the scene will have something to do with a water park and or a lifeguard. Now, what we need are genres of movies, television, or theater, Chad, that you're seeing in the chat.
Okay. Well, first of all, we have 70s Godzilla movies.
Okay, yeah, we don't want no Matthew Broderick Godzilla movies, and we don't want none of the newfangled ones. 70s Gojira. All right. And so any sort of like 70s giant, no
one wants a Matthew Broderick one, let's be honest, really.
Yeah.
A school PSA.
A school PSA. All right. And one more.
A romance.
A romance where all of the R's are rolled. I like that. Okay, a romance. So romance movie. All right. So what's going to happen? They're going to do the scene with the lifeguard. We're going to move it into a 70s Godzilla. Then we're going to do it as a romance, and then we're going to end it all as a school PSA. So they're going to do that. That'll be the third time. So the first scene, water park lifeguard is the suggestion. This is seen 3 ways in 3, 2, and 1.
I appreciate you letting me do this. Usually, once you retire, you're not allowed to get jobs this active, but you took a risk.
Yeah, we were short-staffed. I just did what I had to do to keep the water park afloat.
Well, yeah, this is funny.
Lifeguard humor.
I'll learn it. I'll try to repeat it.
All right, yeah. Whenever you
keep it afloat. See?
That's recycling humor. But anyways, forget about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not a great swimmer. I have arthritis. I don't know if that's something we can. But you can't discriminate against that.
Right? No, not at all. You're just going to go to the top of the swirly doos and just tell people to go on down once you see the green flag. That's pretty simple.
I have to climb that
all the way up there. Yep.
Oh, I don't think I'm afraid of heights. I'm so sorry. I can be down here at the water level and watch the little babies.
Wow, you're really embracing your lazy river there.
and scene. Nicely done. All right, so that's great. That was a great start. That's a good 60-second scene there. But now we're going to spice it up a little bit. I want to see that same scene, the nuance within that scene, but I'd like to see it as a 1970s Godzilla movie. And Jack, for you to know, 1970s was probably 20 years before you were born.
Yeah, I had
think.
So to Google it. So
good. I'm going to make sure it was a decade and movies existed back then. So this is a 1970s Godzilla film-esque sort of way. Same scene in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, so this is pretty wild.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
It is so hip to be on the water right now. But I've heard there's some dangers out there.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm sure that you can stay afloat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's that lifeguard lingo.
I will so work on that. But I've seen things that I can't unsee, and they're huge, and they seem to like the water.
Oh, pretty huge things that you can't unsee.
Yes.
Kind of like that dinosaur that went through the earth about 2 years ago. Good thing we haven't seen him back here. This is the grand opening. Hi, I'm Exposition Mike. Have we met?
We have not, but I saw that too. I thought I was high, but it was huge, and it ate my whole village.
The whole village?
The whole village.
Oh my gosh, you know what? And I think it's up there. It's our new ride. You're going to have to go all the way up there, right to the top.
I'm not going up there. Are you kidding me? That thing's spewing flames.
That's the new attraction.
And scene!
Insert 70s lingo.
Yeah. Oh, Exposition Mike. Nicely done. All right, we're going to see that we're gonna go. We're gonna go after the first scene and see it as if it was a romance, whether it's rom-com or a romantic drama, whatever you guys want to do. A romance scene, the lifeguard scene in 3, 2, and 1.
Wow. This is just way more than I even bargained for. I mean, you are just a dream.
Thanks.
Thank you for hiring me.
It's the least I could do. Am I the only one in slow motion?
Oh, I don't know. My heart is going awfully fast.
Oh, wow. That's some CPR humor.
You are so funny. We don't really have to, like, rescue anyone, do we?
No, it's just 24/7 mouth to mouth.
You are just getting me all wet.
That scene! All right. I don't know what kind of romance that was section that was from. I have a feeling someone misplaced it in the romance section of the start. That one slipped through Netflix's algorithm. All right, so
That was Baywatch.
TGI Improv now on Cinemax.
This is late night. All right, so changing gears completely, we're gonna see this one final time as a school public service announcement. In case you didn't know what PSA stood for, when you guys confused that with PDA. So this is a school public service announcement. Final scene in 3, 2, and 1.
Hi, everyone. Oh,
Sorry, you go right ahead.
no. Well, I just wanted to welcome everyone. Today's lesson is about drowning.
Drowning, that's right. Thanks so much. You know, drowning hurts at least 3 people every year.
It sometimes even can kill you. And it involves water, and that's why we're here, because
That's right.
water can be like really dangerous.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Karen absolutely is right when I say that drowning is super dangerous because water goes into your lungs, and that's a no-no. Am I right or am I right? Whip.
You are right. You are right, John. And he knows because he almost drowned.
That's
Am I right?
That's right. I had a big gulp one day and got a little too thirsty and just went glug, glug, glug. That's right. Even the water fountain can kill you. That's why 1, 2, 3 is enough for me.
That's right. Oh, and take it from John. I mean, we're here to try to save our school because we have lost too many people to drowning. And it's really sad because we don't even have a pool, nor do we live near any body of water. It's the big gulps, and we have a real problem.
Yeah, it's quite a mystery. Nobody's been able to figure it out, but it's up to you guys out there. Nay, nay.
So say no.
And scene. Oh man, that does that.
Just say no to drowning.
Just say no. Or just say no to big gulps. We don't know. All right. So we're on to our second to last game now, and I think the chaos is going to continue because we're going to have some chaotic newscasters. This is going to be for Melanie, Jack, Ty, and Patrick. And what I need is suggestions from the audience are different endowments or situations that these newscasters might be going through, like instant puberty or being stung by 1,000 bees, things of that nature. They could be something they're going through, something they're experiencing, or just some issue they may be having. Maybe they're going through a divorce. And what's going to be happening here is Patrick is going to be our anchor at the news station. He's going to be the lead anchor, and he's going to turn over various times to the sportscaster, who would be Ty, the reporter on the streets, who would be Melanie, and the weather person, who's going to be played by Jack. And each 3 of those individuals will be dealing with some sort of endowment or conundrum. Chad, do we have suggestions so far for these endowments that our chaotic newscasters are going to have to be dealing with?
The suggestions are slowly trickling in. Please go ahead and put any suggestion that you have in the chat right about now. Don't be shy. I'll be looking over all of them. I would like to point out that RM Little in the chat did mention that her screen froze, and when it came back, Melanie had lost clothing. So we're like, oh, well, that was apparently during the Godzilla thing.
Yeah, you missed it.
I think Melanie had like 4 wardrobe changes through that last scene, so it's good.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we do props here at CGI.
Yeah, Melanie ran Beyonce's Coachella show, so she knows the wardrobe changes.
I can do that in 30 seconds.
All right, we have chased by a herd of goats.
All right, being chased by a herd of goats, that sounds like it's got Ty's name all over it.
Of course, thank you.
You're welcome. Ty's going to be doing the sports and also having to be deal with simultaneous goat being chased by goats. Okay.
We have nursing a stubbed toe.
Oh, I'm glad stubbed toe came after nursing. That's good. Jack, you're going to be weathermanning it with nursing a stubbed toe.
And
oh no!
Someone who thinks they're Beyonce.
And Melody is going to be the reporter on the street as someone who thinks they are Beyonce. This is Chaotic Newscasters. We'll be starting off with Patrick at the news station in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome, everyone, to WCGI. I'm your host, Jim McMurray. Our top story tonight, murders appearing on every street. And sorry, I'm being told that's just flocks of crows. Sorry, but just be careful instead. We go now to our reporter on the street, Hannah, Minnesota. Hannah, take it away.
Hey, how are you? I typically don't like to be out in the public like this. It's hard. I know I should be covering the story, but I am the story. Yes. Ever since Kanye put a ring on it, you know what I'm saying? I can't keep the press away from me, and it's so annoying. I need some lemonade. Someone get me some lemonade! I'm sorry, there's probably someone dead, but I can't pay attention to it because I am just so beautiful. I can't even see past my own aura. I mean, look at me. Is there somebody dead? Did you say back in the studio? I'm sorry. I feel bad.
I'm being told now there's a developing story. Kanye and Kim may have actually broken up. More on that in the 10 o'clock news hour. For now, let's go to sports with Cooper Manning. Cooper, what's going on in the sports world?
Thanks, Jim. I am here at the big game. You know, we have the fighting ducks versus the running goats, and apparently the running goats brought mascots with oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do this report on the move because these goats are eating my shorts. They're chasing after me, and I have no pockets anymore. Unfortunately, all I had on me was goat food, and so now the goat food is slowly trickling out of my back X pocket, and so they're going after me. But by God, these mascots are awesome. They're cute little cuddly goats, and unfortunately, as I'm running here, I actually cannot see what's happening in the game because they keep nipping me in the butt, and so I have no idea what's happening in the game at this moment. But I have a feeling that I might be doing a tryout right now. I'm running really fast. These goats are quick. They're jumping off of everything. But I'm running so fast right now. They're getting me a jersey as we speak. So I'm going to have to drop the mic. I'm going to run into the game and just look out. You better draft me on your fantasy team. That's all I'm saying. All right, back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Cooper. And want to remind everyone to thank our sponsors, GoPro, wireless cameras enabling all kinds of views. Now we end our broadcast tonight with weather, with our retiring weatherman, Chet Whitaker. Chet, take her away.
Hey, thanks for having me back for another one. So the weather this week's looking pretty great. It's going to be a nice day. Rain the showers and over. Son of a... It's like when you're... Sorry, it's not bad. I'm making it much worse than it seems. Oh my God, it's like that feeling when just breathe it out, walk it out. Weather. Okay, goodness gracious. I might have pooped myself. I'm very sorry. Yeah, no, that's definitely not coming from the pipes. That's from me. I'm so sorry. Listen, you're just gonna look it up on your Alexa the day before. Back to you. This hurts like a biscuit on a nutcracker.
A true master of his craft. Another phenomenal report from Chet Whitaker. That's all we have for WCGI tonight. Be sure to check back at 10 for Kanye and Kim coverage. Have a good night.
Yeah, well, that was the story. Beyonce and Kanye are now together.
I obviously know very little about Beyonce.
That's all right. They're new marriage. It's Beyonce, so that's good.
Beyonce.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. All right, we're going to move into our last game of the evening. I know you don't want us to go. It's sad, but we're going to be back. We're going to be back so often. We're going to be back on Saturday, and then we're going to be back on Tuesday, and then we're going to be back on Thursday, and then we're going to be back on Saturday again, and then Tuesday again, and Thursday again, and you just keep doing that forever and ever until something happens and we stop, I guess. I don't know. Actually.
Or we start squeezing more shows into more days, and then it could be every day. Every day. You should just log on every day just in case. All right, anyway, what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a lot of suggestions here. We're going to need several suggestions to wrap this up. We're going to need a lot of name brand products, so not just a shoe. I need a Nike shoe or something like that. So name brand products for me. Just start typing them in, and then Chad will start picking out his favorite ones. We're going to use several of them, so keep them coming. What's going to be happening is we're going to use those products in this scene. So our two actors here, Chris and Katie, are going to be doing a scene, and just like what if you might have seen in a bad movie, product placement where they make sure the Coke can is turned perfectly so you can see the logo and everything when they're taking a drink out of the Coke can. It's just a bad, you drink so weirdly because you have to show the logo the whole time. It's very bad product placement. So they're going to have to product place all of your name brand products that you're typing into the chat that we will use. They're going to have to use it in their scene, and they're going to have to make it make sense somehow, because I'm sure these are going to be very strange products. So, Chad, do we have any that have started to come in?
Yes, they are just now starting to come in.
Awesome.
Oh, McDonald's fries.
McDonald's fries. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer. Okay.
All right. Razor scooters.
Ooh, Razor scooter. I love the ones that we get that I have no idea what another name brand of that product is. I don't know what. Does anybody know another brand of scooter?
Generic scooter. Oh.
Vespa.
Yeah.
That's it's like a moped. That's like a bird.
Nerf
Any
gun.
other products?
Nerf gun.
Nerf gun. Good.
Louisiana tea.
Oh, Uh-oh.
Oh, that's...
They spelled it Lousia.
Ty got close.
Yeah.
I got close. I accidentally added an A at the end, so now it's Louisiana tea.
Louisiana tea.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Oh, the best cereal. I think we can all agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The
yeah.
soggiest cereal ever.
The Corn Flakes.
Gucci clothing.
Gucci?
Gucci clothing.
Okay, good. I was really hoping that's what you said.
Kmart stores, RIP.
Oh, like the whole store. All right, good. I like it. Kmart store. Good. Let's see if we can get one or two more.
Okay, I literally just Googled this to make sure this is a real product.
Oh,
Monkey
wow.
butt nut powder.
What?
Monkey butt
nut powder.
nut powder.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't like putting the butts and nuts together. It's a weird thing.
Well, you never know. Del Monte.
Yeah,
I mean, for like one product.
I want to end on a different one in the butt nut powder.
Del Monte green beans.
All right. The same thing as the butt nut powder.
What? I hope not.
Okay.
You just open up a. Have you ever? You've been catfished by the green beans. You open that can of green beans. It's
They put the button-up powder in there again. Oh.
I tell you what. The same commenter actually redeemed themselves with the nuts. They went with grape nuts. Okay, which is only slightly worse.
What about grape nuts?
Yes.
What about grape button-up powder?
Yes, we'll do that.
Grape nuts. All right, cool. So we got plenty. here.
Yeah. We do.
So I'm tempted to just keep giving them button-up powder and having them keep putting that into the scene over and over again. All right, so like I said, that's how the scene's gonna go. Chad, why don't you pick out one of our suggestions that we got prior to this game? Maybe one that stuck out to you that we weren't able to get to before.
A water boy and football coach.
Water boy and football coach.
Well, now the button-up powder makes sense. That's good.
So we have the relationship of a water boy and a I almost said a button-up coach. A water boy and a football coach.
Oh my God.
Chris is rubbing off on me. This is terrible. I'm getting all of his bad habits here. I'm going crazy. Okay, so this is football coach and water boy. This is product placement in 3, 2, 1.
Timmy, I'm gonna need you to come on over here with that soft, cool. With that cold, crisp water you got over there.
Oh, you bet, Coach. Anything for you.
Oh, it's gotta be about 500 degrees out here. Look at them boys out there in them fields running. I'll make them do suicides, and I'm gonna be arrested here for homicide because they're gonna be dropping dead. But thank you for making sure that they are properly hydrated.
Yeah. You know, I've been thinking, Coach. I think you ought to put me in.
Gucci clothing.
Well, I sure can't put you in there with that top-of-the-line water boy outfit you're wearing there. I mean, you're going to be looking all fancy pants running up and down that field there. I mean, that must be a
Gucci. Mm-hmm.
Well, you got yourself a matching Gucci top and a Gucci bottom. And you got some, and look at it, you got that little leather Gucci water boy pouch that you're carrying around on them cups in. You can't be, now look, we can't, as the University of Football, we cannot allow you to be running on the field. We don't have the liability in case you tear your Gucci.
Razor scooter.
Well, if you don't want me to run, how about I just grab my Razor scooter and I'll just scooter my way right on down the field.
Well, that is a thing there. Now, I might be able to help you use that there in the training. Now, them Razor scooters, I mean, just one little push and those wheels and them ball bearings will just propel you down the side of that field. We might be able to use you as like one of the pace horses for when we're racing. If you could Razor scoot your way down there, maybe that'll make our wide receivers run faster on their routes.
I will. And you know, this Razor scooter, it won't even tear up your grass. It just glides right smooth as ice.
Well, that definitely is going to be helpful because I can't be taking any more of this grass tearing up. I almost lost one of my running backs to a turned ankle when he slipped on a divot.
Alka-Seltzer.
I was so worried when I saw that. I was like, oh, God, how are we going to win states? I went home, and it felt like my stomach just dissolved, and there was a hole in it of anxiety and pain and depression. But my wife brought me a cup and a little packet, dropped bloop, bloop, 2 little Alka-Seltzers, and my pain and anxiety just dissolved away in the effervescence.
Well, you know, Coach, your wife, she didn't want me to tell you this, but ever since that day, I sewed a little Alka-Seltzer pouch in my Gucci water bag just for you.
Oh, well, my wife she's considerate because you never know. I might need a couple of them plop, plop, fizz, fizzes the way this practice is going.
It is.
Louisiana tea.
You know, when I'm feeling anxious, Coach, there's just one thing that helps me, and that's Louisiana tea. You just make a nice cup of that, sit, maybe run yourself a hot bath, sit in there, drink your tea. I feel like I lost you at the...
Yeah, you sure did. You lost me at cuppa, because that sure is not a way Americans talk about their tea. Now, I'm from the South. I understand exactly how tea's going to be. Then with the hot bath, now look, honey, man, Timmy, whatever you want to go by.
I prefer you not call me honey.
I'm sorry, but I just referred to honey because you talked about Louisiana tea, and that's what my wife puts in my tea is honey. There is no way I'm going to be able to be distracted by a nice hot bath and a sweet tea on this field. I need to focus. I need to focus on these boys. It is hot out here. I am sweating. I am angry, and this practice ain't going the way it should be.
Well, I mean, I think you're right that things have gone a little bit off the rails since you took over as head coach.
Oh,
Nerf gun.
I'm about to make you run down that field, and I'm going to pelt you with this rapid fire Nerf gun for calling me old and unacceptable coach. Now I'm going to give you 13 seconds now. Now look, these are safety darts here. Look, they're soft and bendy, but I pumped up this Nerf gun with an air compressor, and these things are going to sting.
Oh, coach! Hey! You can't damage the Gucci. The University of Football cannot replace this gear.
Kmart store.
See, look, you got to start shopping like I do, running around with them Gucci's. You got to go get the Martha Stewart's. That's what I get right here. These things, now, granted, they're unisexual sweatshirts, but Martha Stewart makes them, and there's no fabric that fit for the money I spend on this. There's now, don't mind the flowers. That's a coaching thing. It's
That's what I thought. If it came out, it's about $5 because it looks about $5.
Exactly what it is, and I got it on the blue light special at the Kmart stores, which you can shop at your convenience. Well, it's not convenient anymore. There might be 2 of them left in the United States, but if you can find one, it's good. It's for bang for your buck.
Monkey butt nut powder.
Man, it is hot out here. You know what else you got in that Gucci pouch? You ain't got maybe some
Well, you know what I just added, Coach, is I added some monkey butt nut powder.
Oh, God,
when it's hot as Hades and you're playing football.
Yeah, and you know what? When your nuts feel like monkey butts, it's time for monkey butt nut powder. Well, thank you.
And scene.
Oh, Lord. There's so many weird things that just happened.
This whole show.
Yeah. Well, that's our show. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had fun, because it was fun for us. I believe, how many followers? We're 5 or 6 followers away from hitting our mark of 50 there, Chad, I think. Last I saw at the beginning of the show. Regardless of that fact.
I had to pull up about 5 things.
That's okay. Tell your friends. Because once we need to hit that 50 follower mark, that's one of our metrics before we can end our beta, so we can go into our official channel. So tell your friends, tell them about the channel, tell them to come in and follow us. We'd love to be able to get rolling and unroll all of the other things that we have planned for this channel. This has got to be, even this Chaotic Good Improv, not only are we going to do improvisation, short form, long form, but we're also going to be rolling out some games. We've got some tabletop RPG live gaming that we'll be doing here coming up shortly in the next couple weeks, which should be exciting because we've got a lot of noobs that have never played before. And I always find that role-playing games with improvisers tends to go very, very oddly and fun. But thank you guys, everyone who followed here tonight. Thanks everyone who watched and everyone who gave their suggestions. I saw a couple old buddies of mine, some actually some gamers that I've been RPGing with for a couple years now, about going on probably 10. I saw Crazy Ninja Chris and B Hatch. Thank you guys for watching here tonight. I promise I'll be GMing our game shortly. Chad, anything you would like to say for to the audience here tonight?
Well, I just want to reiterate what you said. We are at 45 followers, and we need to hit 50 in order to roll out fully on this channel. So, yeah, please go ahead and tell your friends. Get them in on the ground floor. Consider this our, public beta, and then we're about to hit the ground running with a full release coming up very shortly. And thank you to everybody who has supported us so far. I want to reiterate one more time. Thank you to RM Little, BHat73, Cortical, and Crazy Ninja Chris, our latest followers. And thank you to everybody who gave a suggestion tonight. Love to get to all of them, and we have some amazing ones tonight. But yeah, definitely keep watching, keep suggesting, and keep staying engaged. We really love you, and we couldn't do it without you.
Yep, and if your suggestion didn't get used here tonight, just remember we'll be having another show on Saturday, and on Thursdays and Saturdays are our comedy one-shot short form shows. Bring them back and suggest them again, because we didn't choose it because we didn't like it. We chose them because you guys were too good at suggesting, and there were so many of them. So let me big thank you to our cast here tonight. They were all hilarious, because I'm sweating. It has nothing to do with the sweatshirt. It's because they were funny. And a big thank you to Katy fantastic job tonight. Also to Melanie. Woo-hoo! And all of her her Beyonce knowledge was on point tonight, and all of her wardrobe changes. And to Ty, yay Ty, Jack and his innuendos, and Patrick. And once again, we could not do this without Chad, our Hostmaster General, runs the whole stream for us, did an absolutely fantastic job. And my name is Chris. So I hope you guys enjoyed your show here tonight. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your night.